Okay, how about something just a little bit different today? Hello, hello, welcome back to Outside the Box. These are unboxing videos in case you don't know. And today we have two items to look at. We're gonna get the twin mill here in a second, but first, let's crack open this bad boy, shall we? I've had this one forever and really curious to check this out. Oh yeah, very well protected in a foamy sheet here. And that's a nice box to save. Wow, even the tape has kind of yellowed on this thing. That's not a great sign. Well, not great for the tape. Oh, God, this looks beautiful. You're probably asking, what the hell is it? Who made this? Motoroid, okay. This is a Thunderjaw from the game Horizon Forbidden West that I played over on Twitch ages ago. Haven't dabbled in the sequel. I should pick that up one day. Although, you know, it's mostly about the retro scene nowadays. But this game was fun. I had a great time with it. It's kind of like an apocalyptic future where, I mean, I don't know, technology went haywire. Maybe some AI shit, I don't really remember. But a lot of the wildlife is now mechanical in the game. It's very unique. It's a very unique thing. And there's basically this T-Rex looking thing that's a machine, and that's one of the apex predators of the world. And as you're battling it, you're breaking off certain pieces of it that you then use to upgrade your weapons. Fun game, fun game. And this is a model kit for it. And I love the packaging here. Here on the back, I don't know if these are renders or actual photographs of the completed kit, no doubt fully painted. And it's got plenty of detailing here too. Looks like some articulation as well. It's showing some here for the opening mouth. Looks like a bit of a movable tail, legs as well. Beautiful shot here on the side. It looks like it's gonna be a pretty sizable kit too. Sadly, I don't think they made any more model kits for Horizon. I wouldn't mind having more. When I first got my 3D printer, one of the first things I printed was another one of the Horizon creatures. I forget what they're called, but they were smaller, I think kind of like the raptors of the game. Not articulated like this, not an actual model kit, just like a figurine. Still pretty well detailed, especially for the 4K printer that I have. I may just go back and reprint some, especially if I ever do a full build. I mean, I kind of intend to. I bought the thing, right? We're just gonna be adding this to the backlog. I wanna be as careful as possible in opening this up. Just get my grubby fingers in here. Oh. Whew. Just a big box of pieces here. And it looks like a lot of them are already molded in the colored plastic that you might end up using for the finished piece. So paint might not be 100% required, although, you know, things always do look better with paint. Some white pieces here. And with a figure such as this, it's got the general shape of a T-Rex, but it doesn't have like eyes. It doesn't have like teeth per se. So you're not really gonna know right off the bat where these pieces go, right? Look, some more white pieces, and even some that have a little bit of color already applied to them. That's cool. I would probably, more than likely, 100% absolutely go for a repaint. I think I would go for a repaint. I don't know if overwhelming is the right word. It's going to be a lot. Some orange pieces here. Very nice shade of orange. Off black, dark gray pieces. Some of these were looking pretty metallic in nature too. I mean, I could show you more pieces. They all look like mechanical stuff, you know? Let's grab the manual here. Oh, these look like they are some kind of ratchet joints. They have the zigzag design to them here. And there's some screws. I don't know if these come out on camera. Some screws here on the inside. Interesting. We've got a nice manual. We have some decals here. I'm not gonna open these up, but they have the protective sheet over them. Just various designs that are gonna go over the figure. Let's take a look at this. Nice thick stock of paper here. Rendered in beautiful color. More shots of the completed kit. It is in Japanese. You'd have to translate that. Plenty of detailed renderings here for the build of the kit. Okay, doesn't come with any kind of a base. You don't really need one. It's pretty much at ground level. Actually, no, I stand corrected. No, it does come with something. Not really a base per se, but like a center pillar here. I guess for stability. I mean, if it has its tail, Maybe it's not going to be required, so it's interesting that it has that. Glad it's included though. Oh man, I would love to get this built one day. I think the last model kit I built was that aftermarket third-party Thundercracker that was heavily based off of the Bumblebee movie that I loved, although that kit has gotten severely loose. I would still want to give it a full paint job just to see what it would look like with a color scheme that better represents what it looked like in G1, but that's a story for another time. Man, this would be a project for like the full day. And I don't know if I've ever built any Motoroid kits. I know I have that Voltron that I got recently as well. They look like real good quality kits. Good packaging, good instructions, good decals. Would the build quality be good as well? I hope so, but I can't say for sure. But that's gonna get added to the collection. It's always very quick to take a look at these model kits. Doesn't take a whole lot. It's not like I'm gonna build it right now. It's not like one of those small trumpeter kits. I would, obviously build those. We'll put that one together for another time though. But now we have from Mattel. Did Mattel put this out? Well, Mattel owns Hot Wheels, right? Hot Wheels X Transformers crossover twin mill. And you know what? I always love, I think I've mentioned this before, I always love it when the Transformer is packaged in its alternate mode. I like getting the reveal of the bot mode afterwards. This guy looks great. Oh, I don't know these were numbered too. This is number 1. I haven't picked up a Bone Shaker. Was kind of hoping he would go down to a decent price. And he's dipped for a little bit. Some folks have found him at retail for pretty cheap. Not me though, but I would still like to pick him up. He looks like a great mold, great bot mode as well. So maybe one day. We've already seen some newer Hot Wheel Transformers coming out, and they look pretty good. Not as striking as Bone Shaker or Twin Mill though, so I may pick them up, I'm not too sure. Let's crack this open. This package is not gonna survive here. Oh, you get some very nice blast effects here too. Wow, this is great, man. Oh, wow. Impressive. Let's add these on. Can we add them on here? Yeah. It's just kind of weird to look at because there's no visible peg hole. The blast effect just kind of goes around the entirety of this piece here. Causes it to kind of flex out a little bit. I'm not crazy about that. There's articulation. Oh, the whole thing pops out. Oh, okay. I wonder if there's a certain orientation to it. Oh, yeah, there is. Okay. So look here. I mean, it might be hard to tell, so I'm gonna remove it first. See how there's like a slight waviness to the blast effect? Maybe it's hard to tell. Maybe over something that's dark in the background. It kind of goes upwards, like in this section. That's to help wrap around the wheel. Have this on here. There you go. That's actually perfect. In real life, that'd be scary though, right? They just put an open flame right over a wheel here. But man, for this figure, look at that. Oh, that is beautiful. That is beautiful. That is such a clean looking design, man. Now, it's not fully painted, but the plastic, the blue plastic has like some kind of a shininess to it. It's not really like a metallic-y finish. We see some swirls of the mold injection, but it's got a distinct shine to it. And there is some very nice coloring with that watery blue and the silver striping. Ah, that looks just real good. Fantastic stuff, man. And the rear of the vehicle, basically flawless. Oh, we have a nice little Hot Wheels logo tampograph right there. And what I'm assuming are supposed to be like some rear lights. Just a little bit of red. It's painted over the blue, so the red is kind of washed out. It's a little bit dark. Still though, not bad. And the tiniest hint of a rear exhaust going into the back. They don't have holes in them. We could fix that with some drilling, just to bring up the realisticness, just to make them look that much more like rear exhaust. That can be fixed, but this rear end looks extremely clean. It's got the proper swoosh. It's keeping its shape. A little bit of a square gap here in the center with some light gray bits on the inside. I'm guessing that's for transformation. Unfortunately, it looks like I have a little bit of breakage on the top corner of this little square. It looks like there's a little extra piece of plastic just hanging out there. Let me grab my tweezers here. Oh yeah, well that is unfortunate. We had a little piece of plastic that was just kind of hanging off the back of the side, and it just kind of fell right out. It's nothing major. It's on the back of the vehicle, and even after knowing where that is, it's extremely hard to tell. So not exactly a deal breaker. It sucks that happens though. I think if I really wanted to, I could add some putty and sand it down into the shape that got broken off, but it's so minor. Again, we're gonna check to see what it looks like in bot mode, what part of the bot mode it's gonna be in. maybe it's going to be more noticeable then, and I'll want to actually do something about it. But for vehicle, not detrimental though. Man, still, overall, super impressed with what we're getting, just style-wise. And obviously, this is a classic Hot Wheels design, right? So you would expect something to be, you know, super sleek, nice and flashy. The engine, dual engine that we have here on top is just crazy. Not in a silver color, just like a gray plastic, which is unfortunate. That can be fixed. I actually don't know if I'd want to do a repaint of this. The thing that would be the toughest is to recreate the blue and silver design all over the body. That would be hard. That would really be tricky. I don't think I could mask something that intricate. Maybe like some decals might work for it. Even these little side lights are picked out in a nice orange. This is awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. It does have a clear piece right on top for the windshield section that's way in the back of the vehicle. Not really much to look at on the inside though, but I guess it's kind of cool that it has that. Unfortunately, I can already tell we've got some hinging mechanics here, so that's a little bit scary. Whether you're going to repaint this or not, just to have this as a figure on your shelf. Oh man, clear plastic with hinges, not always the greatest combination here. What does look great though is the clear plastic we have for the headlights right here in the front. That's awesome, good stuff. On the bottom of the vehicle, even though we have a visible head, that stuff never really bothers me. I don't really care about that. It's on the bottom. It's on the bottom, right? Everything else is just so clean. Even though it's clear robot sections, there's such a flatness to this that's impressive. My God. Wow, great. And also I have to mention on these wheels, these tires have a very nice design to the treads. Awesome how the ones in the front are pretty thin, and then the ones in the back have more of a thickness to them, but they have a tread design that you don't typically see on a lot of Transformers. Okay, I'm noticing some other stuff here. We had a bit of breakage on the back. Now it looks like, unfortunately, on the helmet, I don't know if it's breakage or maybe just misapplied paint. This bottom corner here, that's a part of the blue section of the helmet, has some white bits on it. It looks silver. I think where they were painting the face, man, they got really sloppy and just touched a bit of the blue helmet there. We'll have a better look once we transform him, but that sucks. That really sucks. That's on a very visible part of the bot mode. Okay. Also, as a minor thing, when these pieces are molded and you remove them from the sprue, you know, they're never going to do the cleanest job of cutting them off. They're just going to kind of cut them or maybe even twist them off. I don't know, but you have some little stress marks from when they got removed from the sprue. It's a little bit unsightly there because it's right next to the head in the vehicle mode, but again, it's at the bottom. I'm hoping it's going to end up somewhere else in bot mode, but overall, absolutely impressed with the design of the vehicle. That is just phenomenal. Just a little bit unfortunate that there's some QC issues with my copy. Hopefully it's not a common thing, but let's check out the bot mode and see how good it is. Oh wow. Oh wow. I didn't expect that. You really remove not just the engine, but even part of the vehicle itself pops off. Okay. Okay, wow, yeah, look at this guy. Hot Wheels twin mill here, man. The colors really pop on him. Unfortunately, a couple of other things here creeping up. When you attach these what was the engine block section onto the forearms, this one doesn't really want to stay into place that snugly. It kind of slides off real easily. And so does the other one, apparently. I thought it was snug there. Oh man, that fell right in the trash. Not looking good here. Let me try to give you a clearer shot. See how it has this little angular section here up on top. It matches up with the shape of this here. And so you really just kind of slide that on. There's no real peg that sits on there. Maybe that's what the problem is. It sits in place fine, but just very easily kind of undoes itself. No bueno, no bueno. I'm gonna leave them off for right now though, and we'll just focus on the character, the figure itself. You know, without them, it does kind of make the arm seem a little bit lanky. Also because it looks like the shoulder is quite a bit separated from where the torso is. Having the wide shoulder pad kind of sections is what's creating that. And it doesn't look totally bad. Just, yeah, a little bit off without those arm weapons on there. He does have like the longest shins of any Transformer that you typically see like on an Astro Train kind of a figure. But thankfully the knee joint is not right at the tippy top of that shin section. It's a little bit below, so you get an okay proportion with the thighs and the lower legs. It is 90 degrees at the knees there. Still though, that's kind of long. He's got long legs. It's one of the more unique transformations that I've ever had as far as getting from a vehicle to a bot mode. Almost nothing is traditional on this guy, which is a good thing. You get a very striking looking bot mode. That paint job continues to really pop on this guy. A little bit hard to see the helmet because of how high the top section of the vehicle sits on the chest. Gonna have to angle him down a little bit. And maybe that's a good thing because again, looks like we have that misapplied paint on the bottom of the helmet there. Thankfully, it doesn't look like it's breakage. I can probably just clean that up, especially if I'm not gonna be repainting this guy. I don't think I am. I don't think I would plan to. Also, good news, where we had the breakage on the vehicle, it ends up being on the rear heel section of the feet. And because you have the fold out extra heel bit, it completely hides where the little section was broken. So that's totally fine. I don't think I would even try to fix that. Still, a lot of little minor things are kind of adding up, right? Man, the paint is applied phenomenally well here. Phenomenally well. A lot of tapographs for the vehicle, but for the bot mode, man, good paint here on the shins. Silver there in the middle, especially here in the abdomen section. Look at that. Look at the little bit of striping we have there on the sides. Oh, that is good. That is real good. And then just finish it off with a little bit of these triangles here on the massive shoulders. Awesome stuff. Yeah, the arms, a little bit lanky, a little bit of an odd shape due to the transformation. They don't look bad though. They don't look bad. It's just different. Just different. And we do of course have wrist rotation. That's always appreciated there. Putting apart the misapplied paint, the design of the helmet is really something else. It looks like he's got some other exhausts coming out the back of the head due to these silvery bits here on top. So I would be very interested to maybe drill those out as well. It's a crazy design. It's a crazy design. But man, they really went for it. Only thing I don't really like is how the ball joint is just very visible back there. Usually when I have the ball joint exposed like that, they have a really good upward movement for the head. Not so much on this guy though. I mean, he definitely looks up, but he doesn't look like straight up though. But that'll help for like some speed action poses too. So that's good. Obviously a full 360 for the head on this guy. No issues there. I'm almost afraid to, but we also have 360 here on the shoulders. Since they fold up this way, I guess it's a full 90 out. And they are double jointed elbows. So he's got good bend there. No worries. Full 360 waist rotation. Typical hips. We already saw the 90 at the knee. Thigh rotation and pretty good ankle tilt. And yeah, those accessories, the engine weapons with the blast effect, they really do help quite a bit to just complete the overall look of this figure. That's not bad at all. Ooh, I love this stuff. I love this stuff. Very, very impressive figure. Unfortunate we have just a few QC drawbacks, but once I clean up the misapplied paint on the helmet, it's just gonna look fine. It'll look totally great, especially to have him just on display in his bot mode as well. And I'm still curious to pick up and check out Bone Shaker. Just the design, it looks great, it looks unique. Hopefully one day I will grab him as well. I don't know about the others that are coming out afterwards. I think I may just pause at these two, but I do recommend them. They are great figures and they're uniquely designed, if anything else. Hopefully yours are of a better quality in the construction and the paint apps. So just that one little misapplied paint. If that does happen to you, I think a little bit of lacquer thinner on a Q-tip, very gently, very carefully, you can rub it off. I think it'll be okay. Hopefully no breakage though, right? That's the one thing. Okay. Well, I think that's gonna do it for this edition of Outside the Box. Definitely a change of pace to what we normally open up here, but that's always a good thing, right? Coming up, I think I'm gonna have a ton more mainline figures, so look forward to that. And as always, you can check me out on all the social medias links. I've got them down below. If you'd like to support the channel, you have already done so, so thank you very much for that. And if you'd like to go above and beyond, you can always like, subscribe, leave a nice comment. You can also become a channel member for some awesome emotes here, and head over to the merch store for some great stuff there. Of course, if you'd really like to support, you can check out patreon.com/hobbieswithjose and take a look at the tiers available to you. Plenty of behind the scenes photos and videos of my latest unboxings and the current customs I'm working on. Plus, you could even let me know on what to work on next, if you so choose. You can also catch me live on Twitch for some retro gaming goodness, and if you can't, I do upload them to my second YouTube channel, RetroQuest VOD. But until I catch you on the next one, remember to keep on customizing, yeah? Have fun doing it. Take care, everyone.